Monique's calendar pings at 9:12 on a Thursday morning. A new notification for a meeting 15 minutes out. No subject line. HR is on the invite, and her stomach drops through the floor because she's been in corporate long enough to know exactly what a subject-less Thursday meeting with HR means. By 9:45, it's done. Restructuring, effective immediately. A folder of paperwork and a walk to her car that feels like it's happening to someone else. She sits in the parking lot and the spiral starts. The math, the panic, the story already writing itself. I should have seen it coming. What are we going to do? Who am I now? And then Monique does something different. She takes a breath. And instead of letting the panic write the next chapter, she opens her stack and builds one more agent for the season she did not choose. Welcome to AI for Working Moms. I'm Lakeisha Holloway, and this is season 3 of the 10-Minute Agent. This season, the theme is agents at the edges of life. Most of the time on this show, we use AI to make a full life run smoother. But every now and then, life hands you a season that isn't just busy, it's heavy. A diagnosis, a layoff, a loss, the seasons you can't optimize your way out of. So this season, I'm showing you something different, how to build a seasoned agent. One temporary helper built for one hard chapter and retired when that chapter passes. Not another thing to maintain forever, just enough support to get you through. Build with power, lead with trust. Let's get into it. Here's what a layoff does to your brain. The income shock hijacks the part of you that thinks clearly, right when you need it most. Panic makes terrible decisions. It makes you apply to 100 jobs in a night, or freeze for 2 weeks, or take the first thing out of fear. A seasoned agent for a job transition does one thing. It helps you get steady before you get moving. Facts before flailing. The comeback is real, but it starts with a clear head, not a panicked one. 3 pieces. Let's stabilize, rebuild, and then map. And one principle holding it all together. Today's after letter. You authored this story, not the panic, not the algorithm, just you. So piece 1, stabilize. The fastest way to quiet panic is facts. So the first thing you ask your agent is to help you see your real runway. Help me map my monthly expenses into fixed and flexible and figure out how many months I have. Not to make financial decisions for you. I'm not a financial advisor, and neither is your chatbot. But to turn a swirling fear into a number you can actually look at. A number is calmer than a catastrophe. Almost always, the runway is longer than the panic told you. And that breadth of room is what lets you make good choices instead of scared ones. Piece number 2, rebuild. Now you get your assets back into shape. The resume, the LinkedIn, the story of what you're great at. And I'll be honest with you, this should have already been taking place before the layoff. Don't get complacent in these jobs. This is where so many of us freeze because writing about yourself is hard and harder when you're hurting. So you let the agent help you draft. Start with the accomplishment inventory. Help me list what I actually delivered in my last role and turn it into a resume and a profile that sounds like you on your best day. The agent drafts, you own every word. If you've listened for a while, you already have the raw material. The work we did writing your own performance review, remember that? Prepping for a raise? Go ahead and reach back to all of that and pull it forward. You've been building this case all along. And if you don't remember it and you haven't seen it, go back to some of those earlier episodes. Piece number 3, the map. Now you point it forward. Targeted roles, a list of people to reach out to. And this is the one that saves you, a daily structure. So the search doesn't swallow the whole day. So here's something you can say. Help me build a simple daily rhythm for my job search. A few focus hours, then I'm done. Because an unstructured search will eat every waking minute and your self-worth with it. Structure protects you. A little every day with your evenings back. That's how you run a search you can survive. The after moment. The letter is A for agency. And after a layoff, it's everything. A layoff is the moment when control gets taken from you. So the real work is taking it back. Agency means you decide the targets. You decide the narrative. You are not someone who got let go. You are someone between chapters on your own terms. You decide the pace. Don't let the panic write your story, mama. Don't let some application algorithms decide your worth by whether it pings you back. You author this. The agent is your assistant. You're the one holding the pen. So here's your action step. If this is your season, do the runway scan this week. Just the numbers, facts over fear. And if it's not, save these prompts because knowing how to land on your feet fast isn't permission, it's power. The playground is there if you need it. The link is in the show notes. If you're in a transition, say so. Someone in that room has been exactly where you're sitting and came out the other side. Let them remind you that you will too. So here's the truth of it all. A layoff feels like an ending, and it is, of one chapter. But you are not your job title, and you never were. You are the skill, the judgment, the grit you carried into that building every day. And all of that walked out with you, fully intact. Get ready. Get steady. Then go write the next part on your terms. You got this, mama. See you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to AI for Working Moms. If today's episode gave you one thing you can actually use this week, do me a quick favor. Follow the show and leave a review. It's the simplest way to help another working mom find us. And if building an agent still feels out of reach, start with my free 10-minute agent workbook. It walks you through building your very first AI teammate, start to finish, in about 10 minutes. That's the foundation everything this season is built on. You'll find it at aiconfidenceblueprint.com/10-minute agent. Then come practice with us in the AI Confidence Playground, a free Facebook group where we learn and build real confidence with AI together. Want to know where you and your kids stand with AI right now? I've got 2 quick quizzes for that. Every link I mentioned lives in the show notes and at my podcast resources hub. Here's what I want you to remember, mama. You don't have to do everything, and you don't have to do it all at once. You can excel professionally without sacrificing your family on the altar of success. This is AI for Working Moms, because the future of work should work for moms too. I'll meet you in the next episode.